Oh, hi.
We're here. Woo-hoo.
Christmas, folks. Welcome to the program. This is another edition of the Around the Rose podcast. If you guys are not familiar with who I am, it's probably a good thing because you really don't want to be familiar with who I am. My name is Kevin Wilson of KW Wilson Enterprises. I'm here to go and join the show for a change because I have time off from my other job. It feels great.
Awesome.
Oh, thank the Lord.
So great when you're off.
So, and my tag team partner for right now, because the other two are going to be coming in at some point in the near future, I don't know when, is Jay the Consigliere, which a lot of people might not think that I know how to go and pronounce, but y'all be wrong.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Love it.
So, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. And welcome to a Christmas edition or holiday edition of the Around the Rose podcast. This might go off the rails within a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Is he ready? Is he ready?
Ready.
Well, he's gonna have to be ready.
There he is.
How's it going, fellas?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Feliz Navidad.
Merry Christmas, Mahana Kwanzaa.
Yeah, there you go.
Figure cover everything.
Does that
Oh,
cover
there we
everything?
go. I think that does. I would
I'm
like to
loving
think it does.
Loving the candy cane gifts. I'm loving everything about Christmas right now. Loving the hat.
Well, I was going to go onto my Canva account and create a background image for tonight. And then I saw that there were you can go and add background stuff to it. Oh, yeah, sure. Let me go and add to it. So we got this.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I love it.
Kev, how great
Yes.
is it to have Kevin Wilson himself in the asshole chair for the first time in a
Yeah, I
great
know.
while?
I'm in the remote a-hole chair. This is great.
I mean, the cool thing about the ATR network is that all of the studios are remote.
Well, yes, no, we are all remote. It's kind of like it was 5 years ago when we were all remote then too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the fact that was 5 years ago is unreal.
You know,
5 years ago
you know the only good thing about 5 years ago.
is that it was 5 years ago.
Well, okay, so the only other good thing about that 5 years ago is the fact that anybody remember their commute to work? Because at the time I was an essential person. I was labeled essential personnel.
Yep.
So I had to go to work.
Me too.
Anybody remember their commute? How nice and quick and quiet it was.
I mean, my commute was pretty quiet and quick in general because I lived at the time in a sleepy town, and it was a 10-minute commute that was done at 6 a.m.
Yeah, mine too, and it was
But-
great.
It was that leaving at 2 p.m. where I'm like, oh, this is great. There's no one on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I can go 80 if I want.
There were times I did go 80, and you know what? Nobody was stopping me.
Nope. Because I mean, the other thing, we could say this now. It's been a few years. We could just go and decide, like, the officer came up, license words.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get away from you.
Which is why they did the cannonball run during the lockdown, and why the time that time for the cannonball run will never be broken. There is no way that time and that max speed can be broken.
No, I don't think that will be broken ever. It's kind of like Han Solo's parsecs that he did, his 12 parsecs.
Mm-hmm.
Never be broken.
Never be broken.
I did forget a holiday. Happy Festivus to those who celebrate.
Oh.
I got my poll.
Merry Chrysler.
There it is. The
There
legend.
he is.
Yep. R.I.P.I.P. Oh. And
All right.
yeah, we got a comment.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Hey, guys, real quick, because I was having this debate at work today, right?
Sure.
You know that there are multiple versions of the movie The Christmas Carol.
Yes.
The best one being the Muppet Christmas Carol. Yes.
Thank you.
So this is why me and Ray do good stuff.
Yes. One of my coworkers was like, no, because I was talking about how good Michael Caine is in everything, right?
Mhm.
And he's like, Michael Caine is not a better Scrooge than Patrick Stewart. And I had to stop and think about that because I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that's a good and most of the time when I go and hear that, it's either Patrick Stewart or it's the George C. Scott rendition that he did.
Oh, that's another one.
It's another good one, but no, I kind of have to go with Michael Caine because he's
Yeah,
one of the two actors when it came to the Muppets that rocked it because Michael Caine treated the Muppets like they were fellow human actors. The other actor who was excellent in Muppets, Muppet Treasure Island, good old Tim Curry, who, he was a Muppet. He is a Muppet.
Tim Curry is... I mean, him and Michael Caine, you really couldn't put them in a bad role.
No, the fact that Tim Curry was able to go and make a board game fun to go and watch on a movie screen, Clue is just an amazing movie.
It's such an underrated movie.
And of course, there was Pennywise, the dancing clown, and It.
Speaking of which, Erica and I, the lovely wife, have been watching. Well, for her it would be rewatching. For me, it would be it was my first run through. Finished it last night of Welcome to Derry.
Okay, I have not watched. I know of a few scenes in it because I'm just constantly, seeing stuff. But it's oh, I need to go and watch this. I know
that you're a horror guy, especially when it comes to King. Jay, I don't know about. We've never really discussed, movie types. Are you a horror guy?
Yeah, sure.
Bro, then I highly recommend Welcome to Derry. If you can carve out enough time over these next few days to watch it, with not having work and having the holidays and everything, if you can carve out some time to watch it, once you get halfway through that first episode, you're gonna binge it. It's only 8 episodes anyway, but oh my god. And the fact it fills in so many blanks as far as Pennywise that are left out of, obviously for time reasons, left out of the movies. It was included in the books because let's face it, you don't have a time frame with books, So
it's why I'm a big Harry Potter fan. So the new series they're doing on HBO Max / Netflix / Maxflix or whatever they're going to call it now. Do we know
the status of that? Oh my God, Tatum Paxley just showed up to NXT with a friggin' chainsaw during Izzy Dame's match.
Oh, okay,
like Retribution style.
So supposedly that deal, WB nixed the Paramount Plus deal.
Oh, they did.
The Netflix deal. Yeah, they nixed it. Which is surprising because it was $20 billion more.
Yeah, and it was straight cash. They weren't going to give stock, because the Netflix was half stock option, and Paramount came in a very hostile way. Was straight cash, homie.
So I mean, as long as they do it right, I guess. As long as they're not Netflixing.
Faithful David, sorry, Kev, cutting you off.
No, you get
Faithful David coming through saying, "Hey, fellas, how's the tricks?"
The tricks are good. The tricks are good.
I was unaware, Kevin, that you moved to Las Vegas, first of all, but I'm pretty sure, David, your tricks don't mean the same as our tricks.
This is where I need to find a pen.
Wait,
when did I move to Vegas? When did that happen?
Well, that's the only time that tricks are fucking legal. That's the only state in the union that I know of.
I know
Well, if
tricks
you
are
trick is
don't-
legal.
If you don't get caught, they're still tricks.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's true. That's true.
So, and like the only trick I know is, remember doing this where like you can
Oh,
make
the
camera
rubber
look like
pencil.
it's
Oh my
rubber?
god, we are so off the rails.
We're off.
Well, I mean, if I start drawing that S, we're officially gone.
We are gone. So I did not watch Raw last night. And the reason I did not watch Raw last night is because every year we host Christmas Eve, so it was a lot of getting the house
Getting
and everything
everything.
ready.
Yeah,
You know.
I get you.
David says in the US you'd say how you doing?
How you
Oh.
doing?
Okay, I'm doing pretty good. Okay, not too bad. Thanks for asking, David.
Yeah, I'll
So,
be great when Christmas is over.
Listen, I love like food is my love language, right? Like Christmas Eve, I always make a big meal and the family comes over, they eat,
Nice.
drink, the kids open some presents. For me, I love just seeing everybody eating, conversing, having fun. Like that's what fills that's what fills my hollow chest cavity, right? So there's a lot that goes into it. That's why to get back to what you were saying, Jay, as much as I do love doing that, yes, I'm very glad that it's once a year and it's only one day. Because the sooner everybody can eat and go home happy, full, stuffed, and to their own place, that is great, because then I can clean up and I have the whole rest of the week to just chill.
Yeah, that day for me is tomorrow.
So you're another you're another Christmas Eve guy.
Yeah, us Puerto Ricans, we got to do it. So you know how it is. It's just how it is, man. We got to do something big. So we're gonna do something big. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have drinks. We're gonna have Secret Santa. There's gonna be presents. There's gonna be everything. It's gonna be a ball. So I can't wait, man. I just got to get a haircut, as you can see. Hopefully, they can squeeze me in.
You're so overgrown, Jay. So overgrown.
Yeah, it's like a chia pet. Like, yeah,
you are literally
water,
sitting on camera with two of the furriest individuals on the network.
I mean, I'm in no slouch on the whole hair thing. I'm kind of.
There's a reason why I'm wearing a hat, folks. So anyway, please enlighten me. Tell me what were the hits, what were the misses on Raw. I will say this, I saw a still of Austin Theory talking to Paul Heyman. I did not click on it because I did not want I didn't want to spoil it. I figured I would talk to you guys about it. So enlighten me.
So
I don't know.
Oh, and I was gonna expand on what
Night
you were talking about with Theory.
Okay.
So with that one, I saw the clip on TikTok this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Where basically to summarize Theory going to Paul, he was saying to Paul Heyman, I made some mistakes. I got injured, but now I see the vision and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Basically, like to me, it was kind of one of those, like, it was a different mentality from Austin Theory. Like I remember him in that NXT Battle Royal where he did a kip up and landed on his feet on the outside. Well, now you're eliminated, idiot.
Right.
So now it's like he's kind of doing this change in character. Like I love the fact that he showed up and he wasn't that, he's got the little, the pompadour type of hair. He's got the beard that's looking pretty good, nice and clean and neat. He looked like he just rolled into town, didn't care about seeing a barber, didn't care about seeing a stylist, nothing, just showed up.
He's kind of rocking the grizzled veteran look.
Which, I mean, at this point, he kind of is a grizzled veteran.
I mean, he is. He's been doing it a lot longer than people think. So, yeah, definitely. I would consider him a grizzled veteran. Just because you haven't seen him on TV your entire life does not mean that he hasn't been doing it a lot longer than you think.
Yeah, like some of these kids watching Philip Rivers play quarterback, like, wow, how could this grandpa go and play? Oh,
yeah, listen,
like,
can we
come on?
listen? I have such a problem with the fact that they just signed Philip Rivers, didn't even contact Cam Newton. I have Cam Newton on Snapchat and Instagram. That man stays ready.
Oh yeah. So I was curious about that too, because I'm like, well, wait a minute, what? So this Cam Newton who, like, he looks like he's still, like,
Yeah, he
he's a
still
big
trains
body
like
too.
he's
Like, he can still go and do this. He hasn't. It's not like, some of the, you hear some of the names like Colin Kaepernick. It's like at this point he's been out of the game so long that,
Yeah.
like, I don't know if it could work. But you're looking at Philip Rivers and it's like, I
at
don't know, maybe it could.
45 years old.
Like Phil, and then the other great thing is Philip Rivers is playing last night, and he's able to diagnose these defenses that these younger quarterbacks just aren't able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You just carve them up.
It's just too bad that he's playing on a Colts team where defense is optional.
Yeah,
because otherwise, I think they would have been okay last night.
Fair weather defense team.
Yeah.
Ironically, Tom Brady has gone on record to say that what made him great wasn't all of those heroics that the media puts out there. It was because of the fact of how quickly he was able to diagnose a defense.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God, that makes sense.
It's what made him and Peyton Manning some of the greatest quarterbacks of our generation, because they could diagnose and see what the defense was throwing at them so fast.
And we all know, because we've all, had our moments where we've, kind of been locked in and in that moment, everything clicks, right? And you literally have tunnel vision and you already know what's going to happen before it does. The only difference is it happened to us one time in our lives. They do it every week. So David says, are we seeing the new Seth in the vision with Theory, or are they just making us think that with Theory using the stomp? I'm not really sure. I got to tell you, I'm not sold on him using the stomp. Okay. I've never really been a big fan of the stomp, honestly. To me, that's just lazy. It was like Orton when he was using the punt. McAfee using the punt is different. I can realistically believe that when McAfee hits you with the punt kick, it's over.
Yeah.
Whereas with anybody else, it's just like, really, that's what you, all these moves in the wrestling lexicon, and that's the one you chose.
I mean, so to me, I have a very, Jay, you're going to find out a little bit about me as we go through this show. When it comes to pro wrestling moves, I tend to go with the simpler, the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the most wow factor. So Jake the Snake Roberts inventing by accident the DDT. Nowadays, everybody has a DDT, and they have variations of it: a tornado DDT, a twisting, a somersault, an acai moonsault DDT. You have all these different variations, but nothing is better than the DDT that Jake the Snake Roberts used to do. And I would love, just like the stomp is a very simple finishing move. It very clear cut. You take your foot, you stomp their face into the ground. Very simple, very clear cut. So I'm always going to like it. I also understand that, it is also kind of a simple move to go and make. And there's a very easy way that you can go and avoid it. You just have to go and move to the side or duck back. And then they're stomping onto the turf, stomping onto the mat. And now all of a sudden you can go and say, oh, he hurt his foot. He tried to go for the stomp and
buckled his ankle.
Buckled his ankle,
shattered his patella.
Yeah, pulling a Tristan Casas.
Womp womp.
I might be sprinkling in some other stuff.
Look, really? You think?
Yeah, well, we started the first 9 minutes talking about Harry Potter, Pennywise the Dancing Clown, and the difference between Michael Caine and Tim Curry. So I figure it's just going to be.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. And that's
Yeah,
all that
exactly. Okay, clicky click. I'm thinking that maybe further down the line they're using this to as something for Seth to get pissed off about when he eventually. And you know what? That's kind of been David's onto something here. That's kind of been
David's always onto something.
It's been a thought of mine the last, I don't know, couple of weeks. I thought instead of revealing it to be theory, let's wait until Seth is no longer hurt and he can actually show up, and then have it be guys that look like Theory, that look like Seth, continuously be the guy. Heck, you can even go and do go and have a Mark Henry looking guy, just to kind of throw people off the scene.
I did see a picture of Eddie Hall posing with Steph and Trips. So maybe we stick Eddie Hall in a black hoodie and a shiesty.
Yeah, why not? But I kind of was thinking, what if it'd be funny if it was Seth doing this to make everybody think it was Seth doing it the entire time while he was hurt.
Yeah.
Some people thought that.
Some people did think that.
Yeah. And then they revealed it to be Theory, and now it kind of set in motion. Maybe my thought is Seth comes back and Theory joins him, and this is how Seth gets back at Braun and Bronson and Paul for betraying him.
Okay.
All right. That's a good thought.
That is a good thought. That was a left that I wasn't expecting.
That happens with me a lot sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Well aware.
Yeah, there's history with that one, right?
So, fucking kid. Oh shit. Yeah. Anything?
23 minutes.
Anything else? Anything else of note, Jay?
I'm surprised I didn't throw up for the last 5 minutes of you guys talking Austin Theory and this and that. It is trash, people. Okay, I'm gonna explain. Jay is going to explain why next week we're gonna have an award show, everybody. So please watch us at I-86 Network, at All New A2R Network. We're gonna have an award show, Book of the Year. It's going to Tony Khan for me, and this is why. When WWE gets really hot with a storyline or an angle, they need to utilize it, or they need to know when to utilize it when it's hot. I feel like they've waited too long to reveal this mystery man. And I feel that the way they did it on Raw when they revealed it to us was also poorly executed. First, for the fact
I will agree with that. I was not a fan of how that happened.
You're giving us clues. You have your commentator on the main event saying, "Oh my God, wait a minute, we can see his face. We can see his face." So you're already basically telling me that it's going to be revealed. There was no pop for Austin Theory when he revealed himself. You may hear a little theory, but it wasn't the pop that I feel that we would have got if he revealed himself in Survivor Series, because it was red hot. I think they should have executed. I think Austin Theory would have got a lot more heat than what it is right now, because you guys talked about the clip of what we saw last night. And I'm going to say this. I saw Monday Night Raw, and I'm going to talk about Ray's favorite wrestler, Maxine, do shit in a little while.
Here we go.
I am going to say this. I am going to say this and leave it at this. The way he explained himself of why he wants to join the division, why he came back, why he's so-called renegade in the commentary, what are they saying to him? It basically fell flat for me when I was watching it. I feel it was force-fed to watch it, and I feel that there really is no plan. You got to talk about a finisher with the stomp, and David Reynolds is saying, yeah, it may be his finisher. I think we're getting a little too ahead of ourselves. I don't think they have a plan of Austin Theory moving forward. I know it's the vision and I know that's the story, but I just feel there's no plan. And this guy has about 2-3 finishers, okay? So he could use whatever, but I just feel they have no plan for this guy. I feel it was poorly executed. I feel like I'm not interested as I was in November of last month. So, yeah, this is why I have a problem with WWE. They catch fire, but they feel like, no, we should wait a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. And this is the result we got. And it's not Austin Theory's fault.
So watching pro wrestling in the last 5 years, so we're going back to COVID times, you're definitely right where WWE this year creatively, there's been a lot more misses than there have been hits, considering like how it's been previously, like especially leading up to WrestleMania.
Hey guys,
to WrestleMania 40, with Cody dethroning Roman and everything leading up, with The Rock's inclusion, with the bloodline rules, with everybody. I still replay those last like 5 minutes, of the WrestleMania 40 match between Cody and Roman, because that's just, to use the Martin Scorsese gif in real life, cinema. That's what it was. And that was a part of the long-term booking. But I feel like since 41, with the Travis Scott and The Rock and all that, it just seems that creative in WWE is much more about moment that have no meaning between each other at all, but look at the clicks they got.
So I pose this question to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that is more of a WWE byproduct, or is that more of a TKO byproduct? Meaning, are those, is the lack of forward progress, if you will, more on the TKO side because they want those moments, they want to generate clicks, they want to show, the streaming services that they are generating business and buzz and new subscriptions? Or does it all solely fall on WWE?
Jay, go first.
I say it's a combination of both, just for the fact that they have to put asses to seats. They're doing all this, which I truly hate. I'm not looking forward to this WWE Unreal Season 2. I think Season 1 was a big mistake. Just going behind the curtains, you're basically taking, our beliefs just basically away by a click of a remote control. So I don't like that. I get what TKO is doing, all these deals. I truly feel WWE is under pressure, which is why Wilson is saying they're having these moments, which I 1000% agree, because I feel that it's about moment as well. And I think that's an also part, because then you're kind of forgetting the storyline. You're kind of forgetting all these characters and what we're going to do. I mean, I think the ball drop, like Wilson said, it was cinema, what we saw with Cody and Roman. But I feel like after that, it's just been crap. We've been just getting these nostalgia episodes that we watch every single week, and it's just not entertaining. It's the storyline is off. You put this person with that. Why do I see AJ Styles with Dragon Lee? And why do I need to continue to see that? What was the story in that? You just grabbed the partner and they just won the belts and now they're the champs. But somehow you're putting on TV and me, and you didn't have to see Raw last night. You could have saw it last week as well when Gunther's facing AJ Styles. The same thing we're seeing this week. Gunther faces AJ Styles again. So what are you really telling me? Is he a tag champ? Are you going this route? What are we doing? I just feel that they're out of control. They're making some huge mistakes when it shouldn't even be mistakes. And I feel they're kind of leaving other people behind. And this is why people, they go on Chris Van Vliet and all these other, podcasters, and they complain. We saw it with Bailey with 6 feet with The Undertaker.
Yeah, I remember listening to that one.
I will say, I agree with you about Unreal Season 1 and 2, which then poses a question. Is there a such thing as being too in the know?
Yeah, no, I think so.
You know, like knowing how the hot dog or the sausages are made.
Yeah, like so on the Science Channel, there was a show called How It's Made, and there were some
Love it.
episodes. I love that show. I love it so much. But there's some things where it's like, I wish I didn't know what goes into a hot dog. I wish I didn't know that's how they made this. Okay, that's how they make candy corn. Well, it's going to make me rethink eating candy corn for about 5 seconds.
I was gonna say, did it really though?
Like I said, for about 5 seconds. So like I watched it because I'm a pro wrestling fan. I sometimes tell people, like a friend of mine when she said, "Oh, that John Cena stuff," right? I'm like, "Oh, no, I mean, I'm glad we're calling it the John Cena stuff and not the Hulk Hogan stuff like we used to." But no, it's not the John Cena stuff. And honestly, I'm a fan of it, but sometimes it's a sickness. It really is
the Randy
sometimes.
Savage stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, like, I love watching pro wrestling, but there's just some times where it's like I don't really like listening to because I don't have Sirius XM, listening to Busted Open, their podcast version. I'm glad I only get like that 30 to 45 minute snippet because I don't want to hear Bully or Mark or Tommy Dreamer or somebody go and just talk about how the sausage is made all the time. You know,
you remember
a couple of
that religious for 3 hours a day?
Yeah, and then 3 hours on Saturdays too.
Yeah.
Now they have an entire channel.
I heard the advertisement like last week. I was like, when did that happen?
Yeah, that happened. I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months ago, something like that.
Really? I think a little longer.
But like, it could be 2 months. It could be 6 months ago. Time is
Kevin has
in my head.
Yeah, Kevin has no concept of time. He's like a dog in that aspect.
He's going in the right direction. He's basically saying he doesn't like anything to be spoiled. That's my whole deal.
No, absolutely.
Wrestling is about the only thing that I don't really want to be spoiled about. Everything else, if I get told something, okay. And also, I used to go on lordsofpain.net for years looking at SmackDown spoilers. So like, I'm not bothered by spoilers as much. I still don't want to be spoiled by it. If I choose to be, okay, that's my choice. But I don't want somebody to come and look at me and say, "Oh, you should have seen this match. It was the greatest. It was a barber there. And he went, and they went, Well, now I don't want to watch because you just went and told me the whole thing."
Right. But that goes into the conversation that Jay and I had with Bobby Fish last week during the Fishes tank, and where I don't once the Royal Rumble kicks off, I back away from wrestling for like hard up until after WrestleMania because I want to be surprised with the surprise entrance. I want to be surprised with the WrestleMania set and things like that, you know? So you're absolutely right. I don't care if you spoil movie. 98% of the movies, I don't care if you spoil them, right?
Yeah.
There's always going to be a couple like a handful here or there. But wrestling, just, you want to spoil a book that I'm reading, fine. I'm still going to read it. I'll forget about what you said.
When I had Half-Blood Prince, and I was reading that book in my freshman year of high school when it came out, and kid in my study hall class comes up to me, "Oh, you're reading Half-Blood Prince?" Yeah, and I'm reading it. I've been reading Harry Potter books for, I don't know.
It would have been almost 10 years at that point.
Yeah, I think I was about 9. It's in like 99 was when I got those first 3 books. So I'm like, I've been reading them for 6 years now. So yeah, no, I'm a big fan of it. Snape kills Dumbledore, right?
Bruh, seriously?
I put the bookmark in, I shut the book, I whacked him in the side of the head.
Man, I would have fucking hit him in the throat. That's a
big one too.
Dick move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I still read the book, but now I'm
Oh, of
like,
course you did.
you've got to be kidding me. I now know like the big plot point at the end of the book. Oh, I might as well go and flip through. And then I go and find out that, oh, Harry and Ginny finally get together. Oh, great. Let's go and spoil some more.
Yeah.
Ah,
I listen. I understand.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. WWE, they already spoiled it for you without you even going on the dirt sheets. Just look at the card. Like when I see Austin Theory in the main event with Boston Reed,
Mhm.
I know 1000% he's going to get the pinfall. He's going to take the win. And that's what happened.
oh yeah. That might not be so much the WWE spoiling it for you, but more of you've been a wrestling fan for so long, you know how it's going to work. You know
Right.
how, like if they're going to, as good old JR would say, the proverbial push. If you're getting that
The push, JR, the push. Where's my
I
push?
want my push. If you're getting that push, you know that like if you think, oh, Austin Theory is going to be getting the push right now, that he's going to be the guy who's making the big
pins.
deals, the big wins, he's going to be getting the pinfall. He's going to be featured a lot. He's going to get the beginning and the end. He's the opening of the show and ending the show. Like you just know that's going to happen because we've been watching for so long. We understand how it's going to work. It's why like there's a lot of I don't get bothered by spoilers of movies anymore, because by about 20 minutes into a movie, I know how it's going to end.
Right.
Because I've been watching these movies or these type of movies for so long. Like horror movies. I love horror movies. You know who the first person is going to die. You know who the second one. You know the white blonde is going to die the worst. And you know the two at the end who survive are going to end up having a moment where in relief they kiss each other or they go and embrace each other because they survived a horrific night. It's the horror movies that I love where everyone dies. Everyone just snuffs it. And it's like, ooh, well, that got my attention.
Everybody dies.
I mean, everybody does die, but we got a
Hollywood is living dead. Everybody dies, and I can die.
There you go. David says, if I were an executive of a wrestling company, I'd pay close attention to these dirt sheets and keep an eye on what they're spoiling or predicting and do the total opposite to make them look like fools.
Right.
Yep. Right there.
That is the troll move of the century.
That is absolutely the moment of, oh, did you go in here? John Cena's going to actually retire, or not to use the John Cena, because that one, knowing the family, he is actually retiring.
Right.
But let's go and take, so Drew McIntyre is going to go and win. He's going to go and have this like barn burner of a match with Cody at the Royal Rumble. He's going to go and win the WWE Championship. It's going to be awesome. And if I was the booker, everything you book is in pencil. I take the eraser, I go and erase it, and I go and write down Cody squash 3 minutes. Drew, no offense.
You got a Daniel Bryan Sheamus him?
God, I mean, what better way to go and troll the dirts than to do it that way?
So the downside of trolling the dirts is
that you're doing
it at the expense of your talent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're doing it at the expense of the talent. So again, this is how you troll it with everybody expects Drew McIntyre to win, and now that you have betting apps putting out odds on who's going to win, which in pro wrestling has always weirded me out, because that's a predetermined thing of who's going to win. So like
it's like asking it's like betting on whether or not Sylvester Stallone's going to survive the next Rocky, or
it's a little smelly.
Survive to the end of the next Rambo movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you do is, Cody beats Drew, but he beats him with a wrestling move. It's like schoolboy, a roll up, some type of crucifix pin, or the pin that Mercedes Moné lost against Alex Windsor. Which I'm like, oh, that is a great pin combination. That I love that, and not because of what those two were wearing. I love that. It took you a second there, Ray.
It did,
took you a
yeah.
second.
You snuck it in there. You snuck
You
it in.
you're slipping. You're slipping. If it took
It's
you
been a
little
while.
longer.
It's been a while since we've seen you.
Still
with
early,
something.
still early.
Oh, put it this way, Dave Meltzer would hate my guts for it. F what he's gonna say.
Listen, I am so over. I am
Not a fan.
So I went and heard I heard that this was going at that Cody was going to go and win this match. But my sources could be wrong, but they're pretty good at knowing. But anything could happen.
anything can happen.
Which one?
I wish life operated the way that he thinks that disclaimer works.
Mr.
You know,
Meltzer,
plans change, pal.
You owe $3,000 in back taxes. Well, I mean, the plans could go and change. I could actually go and get $4,000 in refunds. I don't know what type of glue you've been sniffing, son, but that's not how this works.
Dude,
Let's talk like that, bro.
it's true. Like that and weathermen, that and meteorologists are the only
They're predicting
six-figure
the weather.
salaries. The only six-figure salaries I know that you can continue to make while being absolutely wrong 99.9% of the time.
I know. It's like they're making a prediction based off of models, like the weather people, and it's just like, oh, they didn't get the temperature right. They were so wrong. They get to keep their jobs. Like, yeah, they get to keep their job because they're doing. Are you going to go and sit there and pour through the numbers and models and calculations to go figure out what it is? It's like I can barely be able to figure out the dew point, the humidity pressure
Percentage?
stroke on air. That's what's going on.
Do you smell burnt toast, Kevin?
Nope, just shame.
Okay, just making sure.
Which might be worse. Oh, I'm out.
All right, well, it was good. It
No,
was good talking to you. Oh, you're out of your drink. Gotcha.
I'm out of my go-go juice.
He's just like, oh well, I'm out.
So
Yeah.
All right. So what do we think? What do we think? I'm watching. I've got NXT on as always during the show,
Horrible.
and I gotta tell you, why do I have it on?
It's run by incompetent people, NXT.
I mean, there's a sit down with Obafemi right now and Leon Slater.
Why?
I'm assuming because they're going to face each other at some point.
you most likely.
Just
You know, I think that's a I think that'd be a good match.
I think it's a miss. I mean, so we screwed Javon Evans and we basically put this guy from TNA.
Well, I don't think he's gonna win. I think
I'm just saying this is the incompetence that they do.
Yeah,
listen, I really fully
what they
think
do.
that Javon Evans should have had a title by now.
Listen, their biggest PLE is Deadline, for God's sakes. Hello.
No, and I do. I'm in agreement with Ray, and like, there's been some good parts about NXT the past couple of years with Shawn Michaels running the ship, but I'm seeing some duds there too. You know, and like that's just why I'd like to go back to what Jay was saying, how it's AEW is Booker of the Year. I don't, because I work nights. I typically am only really able to watch on like clips or trying to like fast forward through the streaming apps that they're currently on or on demand. And I'm watching AEW shows, and by and large, like, you know what you're getting when you watch AEW. You're getting good wrestling. You're getting, I don't want to say good wrestling like it's Bret the Hitman Hart versus Ric Flair, but you're definitely getting
Engaging wrestling.
Good
yeah,
matches,
like
clean
I
matches.
think it's engaging matches that have the potential to be more.
Yeah,
And MJF came back last week.
Yes, and
That brings up
that's going to bring their ratings up quite a bit because MJF is a draw.
Yeah,
he is the fact, like, you go in here nowadays, people singing along to entrance music, you know, singing along to Chris Jericho's Judas. But I think the more over you are is when the crowd is singing along to an instrumental. You know, Seth
Yeah.
Rollins with his "Oh," or Becky Lynch, or MJF.
Yeah.
You know, with the ba ba da 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 da. It's like there's no words to this song, and you're all singing along to. Oh yeah,
Listen,
there's over than
that's also no offense, David, but that's also the England crowd. They're a little wonky to begin with. I mean, they're starting soccer chants in the middle of the matches. It's a whole different vibe.
I mean, it's England. What else do you do over there?
Drink and eat.
And when I say drink and eat, like it's either bland, blander, or blander than bland for food.
Listen, man, bangers and mash are a staple, and I will rock with bangers and mash.
I will absolutely
done.
rock with bangers and mash. I miss Peddler's Daughter in Haverhill, Massachusetts. Their bangers and mash was spectacular.
MJ O'Connor in the Seaport.
I am excited for the Scotch Irish pub that is coming into my town down here in South Carolina in February because, let me go and try this and see if their fish and chips or shepherd's pie, their Scotch eggs, their potato and leek soup. Yeah, Scotch eggs are just. And then having to explain to your very southern coworkers what haggis is a trip. You know, and then they go and look at you like, that is gross. Like, why would you go and eat that? You guys are like, y'all are the ones eating chicken gizzards and chitlins, and haggis is gross.
I mean, I don't eat chitlins or gizzards, and I still think haggis is not for me.
I tried gizzards down here. They're all right.
Did you have them fried?
Yeah, they were fried. What else are they going to go and do with them down here? They fry practically everything. They fry your couch.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those questions that as soon as it leaves your mouth, you're like, I wish I had that one back.
Yep, exactly. And I'm like, yeah, no, like of course they fry it. They fry everything, Dad. They fry. Well, I mean, we fried Oreos in Massachusetts.
I was going to say, but I'm pretty sure that originated down south.
I'm pretty sure it did. So there's a lot of good food down here, though. I dig a lot of it. I did, you know, one thing that I never thought I would go and eat down here that I eat a lot is grits.
Oh, yeah. How do you have your grits?
So when I first started eating them, I had to go and throw. I typically would make like standard grits and throw cheddar cheese in it. Now I'll go make. And it was a lot of cheddar cheese because I offset it. But then I got used to the texture and the taste. And now I'll go throw some cheddar in there, but typically it's just the regular old grits and salt and pepper.
Nice.
And from the old show, right, if you remember, I also do have a few of the old Dano seasoning.
You don't know until you Dano.
I throw that stuff on practically everything. I made a pizza the other night, and I did their new chili lime in the sauce, and then I went and put the cheese and my pepperoni and bacon, and then I went and threw some of the cheesening on top of that. Oh boy, let me tell you.
I have heard nothing but good things about the cheesening, but I do like the idea of that lime one that you put in the sauce.
Oh, that chili lime was really, really good. Oh. It's so nice. You know what? Like I will go and make egg sandwiches in the morning, and I'll go and throw in the chili lime, and then I'll throw in the chipotle. Oh yeah, there's heat, then there's that.
Nice. That sounds good. That sounds excellent.
Now I'm getting
we are. So AEW. Let's move on to AEW from WWE because we've just been on WWE for so long at this point, and we all. A question that I want to ask in regards to WWE is, do you think that our displeasure with WWE, is it more the product? Is it us? Is it a combination?
Yeah. take this one here. I'm gonna say it's the product for me. I think this year I had high expectations going into the Elimination Chamber. Felt that I personally, as a fan, not a critic, was to believe that this was going to pay off huge at WrestleMania, and it was a big letdown on the biggest stage. So I blame the product overall. I just think there's not good storylines. I feel like their tag team division is lost on both brands. I feel that NXT always does incompetent things. I mean, last week you spoke about, Ray, that Thea Hale won her first ever championship. Turns out the next day I find from our friend Dave Meltzer and everybody, it was a botch. So the crazy part about that is that botch actually got her biggest pop. So what if we did that before the botch? What if we just gave her the title in the first place?
Right. Like why did it have to be a botch?
Yeah, and I think these are just certain little examples. And I think the latest one is with Austin Theory. I think it's a miss for me. And I think they just have these great moments, and I think everything just collapsed after Elimination Chamber. I think everything went down the drain for me this year. I'm sure it's successful as TKO standards and metrics, but for me as the product, I feel it's a big letdown.
Right. There's a way that you can be successful for your shareholders, which would essentially just be profitable. All you have to do is be profitable.
Correct.
And you can do that any number of ways.
Yeah.
But for the fans, you have to, for the wrestling fans, you need to make sense. You need to make things mean something, and I agree with you wholeheartedly with them waiting too long to reveal who the masked man was. Did they have to do it at Survivor Series? I mean, there would have been a huge pop if they did it at Survivor Series. Absolutely. They could have done it at the following Raw. You know what I'm saying? Like when there was still a buzz about it, but they waited until it kind of just became expected that we would expect the masked man to jump in. The Vision matches no longer were about the Vision. It was about, we're watching it to see when the masked man comes out. And I think that's truly telling, and that doesn't, in the fans, in a lot of the fans' eyes, I don't think that really helps them as much as they thought that it did.
Yeah, I mean, David here says a lot of people are saying the botch was down to Blake Monroe apparently, but I think it was miscommunications on both sides. I agree. I think it was miscommunication. It just happened. But the problem I have with that, David and Ray, is when I saw it play back, the referee was holding the hand up to 2 for way too long for me. It's like, person didn't know what to do, held the hand really high, and then just let go of the 3. That's why it was a big shocker. And if it wasn't a botch, I thought it was a great moment. I was like, oh wow. But then when I hear a botch, I'm like unreal, and I think that's the problem with the product, that it went so down for me. And I'm gonna let Wilson take over after this, but I'm gonna basically say that the product went down for me for the fact that you have your TKO stockholder in Dwayne Johnson. You have him the next day after Elimination Chamber, or maybe that week doing press on ESPN or Pat McAfee or whatever it is.
It was that week.
Telling you,
during that week.
Basically telling you why he showed up, why it went down. You're reminding me again on Netflix as well, why he showed up, why Nick Khan made the call, this and this with ticket sales. It's like, so this is what we really worry about, is just kind of getting the revenue. And this is why that we unfortunately have to watch SmackDown for 3 hours again, which I'm not excited for next year. For me, it's just
after how long of the 3-hour Raws we saw that sucked. It's like, you would be excited for 3 hours SmackDown.
Overall, I think it's the product, and they're just trying to live up to all these deals that they made. And we gotta gotta suffer for. Unfortunately, this is a loss for me as a WWE fan this year.
So I was listening as I was refilling my go-go juice, and I'm like, so the botch last week, I think nobody really knew what to do. The fans didn't know how to react because this looks awkward. T. Hale didn't know how to react. Apparently, I go on Cage Side Seats and read the rumor roundup every morning, and the rumor is that Blake Moreau's wind was knocked out of her, and that's why she couldn't really do anything. And I've had that happen to me several times in my life where the wind's got knocked out of me. You know, when you're 11, you ride your bike and you don't hear your dad say, "Don't turn the wheel on the sand, you will fall down." You fall down, you can't breathe. Because
and
the wind knocked out of you.
Yeah, nobody is, to be clear, nobody is blaming anybody.
Oh no!
When you get the wind knocked out of you, your body's natural response is essentially fuck everything else. I need to breathe.
Yeah, no. Let me just lay here. Let me just lay here. Okay. Can I breathe now? Can I breathe? I can breathe. Okay. All right. Let me get up slowly. Okay. All right. I think I'm good. But no, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not looking at it. It was awkward as all get out with the ref just kind of doing the 2 and doing the 3 and just it's a 3. It's like, dude, you got
and the thing is,
smoother than that.
Yeah, I mean, we've been watching wrestling. We've all watched wrestling long enough now where we pretty much know most of the cadences from the referees.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so automatically, you know, when that 3 didn't hit when it was supposed to, we knew something was odd.
Something was afoot.
Something was fishy in the state of Denmark.
Yeah, it was smelly.
And Jay brought up about The Rock being the director of the board, chairman of the board, or something like that.
That wasn't what I was
about a board member comment
on,
right?
I wasn't about to comment on that with him. With that comment that he made, it was the comment that Jay made about, The Rock telling people what was going on, or The Rock going on to Instagram posts and saying, "We got you. This is what it's supposed to be. This is what we're trying to do."
Right?
You are in this business still. You are still in this business.
No, you're absolutely right.
I watched the Netflix thing, the
Unreal.
Unreal. I couldn't remember it. I thought it was Take Me Out or something. I watched. I don't know. I got baseball on the brain, Ray. You know this.
Yeah, you always have baseball on the brain. 365.
Yeah, I miss baseball. Okay, I'm married to the game. So
she broke her vows.
Oh, well, the Red Sox are breaking those vows at the moment, but I'm not going to go there on this episode because we'll get kicked off platforms. So yeah, exactly. So, but The Rock should know better than to go on Instagram and tell Dave LaGreca busted open, "This is what it's supposed to be. We got you." No. I don't want to know that we were got. I don't want to know that. I just want to be got. I just want to, I have a suspension of disbelief about this stuff. I am watching 2 men in tights and oil on their bodies rolling around in a squared circle. Okay? And the reason they're doing this is because Guy A went and beat up Guy B's wife. That's a crime. And yet I'm going to beat you in the ring for it. What?
I mean, when you put it that way.
I mean,
59 minutes. 59 minutes. Lord help us.
By the way, to answer a prompt from earlier, is it a TKO thing or a WWE thing or both? It's both, but I probably will go and do 55 TKO, 45 WWE in terms of their booking.
Yeah, that's about where that's really close to where I sit. I mean, and again, we, over the last couple of weeks, Jay, we've asked these questions of ourselves and of the audience of what was the point of Cena's heel turn? Like, you do this heel turn, I'm going to ruin wrestling as you know it, and then just for S&Gs, he's back to hustle, loyalty, respect.
Out of nowhere, right? On a SmackDown.
Yeah, like what was the point of even having him be heel?
Clicks. That was it.
Again, which would that exactly clicks, which then screw up the storytelling, because now that you are owned by TKO prioritizes revenue over all else. Whereas whether you like him or not, the previous owner didn't do that. And we know that he didn't do that just by the fact that when we hear the story about TKO going, wait a minute, you can charge so much more for these tickets. And people are like, yeah, but the previous owner didn't want to price people out of their
because the previous guy we'll call him not to go and name him on the show, but we'll call him Vince McMahon. He went and knew it.
Oh, fuck you, Kevin.
Anyway, it's about like what, once every couple of months I can pull that one off and you forget every time. So anyway, with the previous guy, he wanted the families to be there. He knew that this was more of a family friendly type of programming. And as much as us adults in the room were kind of getting sick of the whole suffering succotash and, shiver me timbers.
No, listen, the suffering succotash was bad. That was bad.
Oh no, that was there were some bad moments. There really were. But we also understood that, like, look, we got into this because we were kids and now we're adults watching it. And it's still fun for us. We're just watching it for different reasons now. We're now kind of watching it more to like watch for match quality and more for like good storytelling versus when we were kids, we wanted the bamboo pow.
Mm-hmm. We wanted the Batman.
Yeah. And now we're wanting, well, the Deadpool, I guess.
Right?
Well, okay, I'm wanting the Deadpool, but I don't think I'm ever going to get the Deadpool I want in WWE, at least. Maybe in AEW, you never know. But with the previous guy, again, it was he knew how to go and book things the right way to a point. There was a point where, the fart humor, okay, you've done that one before. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, sir, you've done that one before. Sir, I'm telling you, you did that 2 months ago.
With somebody else.
We did. The one that I never understood was the one with Natty Neidhart. I'm like, why are we doing this to her? Why?
Because the people that just go that are just like, I'm doing my job. If the boss asks me to do XYZ, then I'm going to do XYZ. And I think in a lot of aspects, in many aspects, that is it at some point it comes to a point where it gets abused by the company, and I don't mean just WWE. I'm talking about just in general. If you are that worker that they know that they can rely on you for because you're going to get it done, it happens everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think that's that's unfortunately what Natty's what happened with Natty is the fact that she was such a team player and did whatever you tell me to do, I'll do, boss. Well, within
Yeah,
reason.
we're gonna go and because I mean there were some really crazy ideas, like the one rumor that we've heard for years that got confirmed was when Stephanie was pregnant with her and Triple H's first kid.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to do an incest angle
Yep.
that Vince was the dad, and then it was Shane was the dad, and it's like they turned that down twice. It's like that's a bridge too far here. That one's a little like
I think it was funny. I think it's funny that it was turned down when Vince originally pitched it, that he was the dad, and then he was like, "Oh, hold on, I got a better idea. Shane's the dad." And they're like, "No, it's not the fact that you were the dad. It's the fact that you were the dad."
It's the fact that you're trying to make a very close family member the dad. And like I think that whole summer it was just so much better to have Triple H with DX back on the mic going, I heard that, the one who sired the child, he's he then goes and takes his hand to his leg. He's like down to here going to his knee. And then Sean, the born again Christian, going, underrated segment that summer.
Oh my God.
DX was kicked out of the arena and they were doing a cookout outside.
Oh my God. That whole...
And as soon as I go and mention this, I think you two are both going to pop pretty hard. When Candice Michelle walked up to Triple H as he was standing at the table, yep, got her from Ray. Yeah, and I think Jay's gears are turning on this one too. And you can see the looks on the two of those faces and just like, exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I did not need to go and have Triple H squeezing the mustard bottle in time with how that works, but it makes it
at least it wasn't the mayonnaise bottle.
Well, I think it would have been a little too on the nose if it was a mayo.
If it was the mayonnaise bottle.
If it was a jar of squeezable Duke's mayo, I think it would have been a little too on the nose.
That's what
the
she
fact
said.
that it was French's mustard, that's kind of on the nose too, but just more in viscosity.
I mean, it could be more on the nose depending on what circles you run in.
Very true. Very true. And then the fact that he was just so rhythmic with how he was doing it, it's like, wow, we know somebody who's been around the block.
I mean, we have heard this multiple times. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs.
Mm-mm.
I mean, when everybody else around you is either drunk or high, the fuck else are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, you're gonna. I was gonna try to be nice and say you pick up on a few things, but yeah, no. What else are you gonna do?
You're gonna do what Viscera did when he was in a hotel when they were doing road shows, which was order a pizza and put on a hotel porno, and then you never saw him for the rest of the night.
Yep, because he is busy painting the walls.
Painting the walls.
Oh,
and those are all.
Which does bring up a good point I saw on a TikTok earlier today.
Oh Jesus!
You can go to a hotel and paint the walls, no problem whatsoever. You take one drag of a cigarette and it's $300.
Oh yeah, no, you're done.
It's like
you're done. Listen,
but you know what?
If anybody's paint smells as strong or as bad as a cigarette, then
they probably have a disease.
They need to go to the ER.
Yeah, like you need to get that checked. And I really hope that you've just been doing, the 5-knuckle shuffle for the last 6 months, because that's bad.
Woof. Anywho,
how many more euphemisms can we throw in here before we get kicked off?
I think we're at about 7 now.
It's fine.
Let's keep going. We'll rock it till the wheels fall off, baby.
John is going to listen back to this show and go, why did I let him go on this thing? I was better off when he had 10 minutes.
10 minutes and it's the same video from 8 months ago?
Well, okay, look, it's the same video from 8 months ago because This thing up here decided to go and do like this downward death spiral of despair and agony. And I'm not afraid to admit that.
I know. We well, I mean, we did have a show where we were very open again about our both of our issues, you know.
I can be open. I can be very open. I'm an open book, yet I keep secrets.
Yep.
I keep secrets. See, I keep secrets. Funny, the two of us are open books, and yet we're keeping each other's secrets. Figures.
All right, gents. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday is Christmas Day.
Yes.
Yes.
What are you hoping for?
Honestly, I'm hoping for one thing.
What?
Jordan Gamma Blue 11s.
Ooh.
I basically tried to get them on my app, try to get them on my computer, you name it, and I failed.
All sold.
I failed. That's all I want. I don't want anything else. Just give me that straight.
Nice. Kev?
So I guess one part, here's the open book part of it. So I have been going to church in the last
nice.
July. Yeah, no, I know, Ray. I had a moment right there where I'm like, wait, when did I start going? July. Yeah, July. So I've been going to church since July. Well, there's a woman there who's been kind of eyeing me, I get. Oh, okay. Hang on. I can't help laughing here, guys. I just realized that Kevin's screen is in the corner. It's literally Kevin's corner.
Oh, now I really want to watch Wilson's Corner again.
Fucking David.
That was a good one.
That was a good one, David. Thank you.
That's a good one. I like that. That was great.
Oh shit!
Really, like, you know, they say don't put baby in the corner. Well, don't put Kevin in the corner. He gets a little unhinged.
No. We want Kevin in the corner. We want another Wilson's Corner.
Yes, we will get Wilson's Corner in the new year. In the year of our Lord 2026, we will get Wilson's Corners again. Where maybe even the production will be a little bit better. It won't be, you know, doing this.
I mean, I thought that this was. I thought that it added to the character.
I got some ideas. Anyway, so there's a woman there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, ooh, she's kind of cute. She's kind of cute. You know what? I think if she's there's a Christmas Eve candlelight service tomorrow night for my church. I think I might, if I see her tomorrow, I think I might just walk right on up to her, introduce myself.
Nice.
Do it, Kev.
Might even have to showcase a little bit of personality, because I just, in one particular aspect in my life, I got a little bit of like a closure on something, which is helpful to me, because it allows me to kind of move on and go, okay, you should probably go and think of something else. So, and that's what I'm about to go and do, and it's going to be great.
Yes, it is.
But if I see her there, I didn't see her there a couple of weeks ago.
And you'll
see her there.
You will see.
There's that. In terms of gifts, I already know one gift I'm getting, because I saw the box labeled 47, and I'm the only one who goes and gets things from 47 brand in the house. So, like, I saw the box, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to keep pretending that I didn't see the name on the box.
Okay, well, what is it?
I know I know that is the Boston Bruins hat with a brand new logo on it.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Which actually
I interviewed for 47.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had a posting for IT, and I applied, and I got into the second round of interviews. I was hoping. I was hoping.
That would have been so nice.
Oh man, I would have every single Carhartt 47 edition New England team hat, bro, like crazy,
Gotta build your own shrine.
right?
I bought this for my brother a couple of years ago.
Nice.
He's like, I'm not really going to wear this. Like, here, you have it. And I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have it. And it's a 47 brand hat.
Mm-hmm.
So now whenever I go into church and I wear this hat, they all look at me and go, oh, aren't you excited about this football season? Yeah, of course I'm excited about this football season.
Have you seen what we've dealt with?
Yeah. Like I told one guy, I was exciting at the beginning of last season, and by the end of it, I was excited it was over.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I will stake my case. I don't want Drake May winning the MVP. Give it to Matt Stafford. Damn thing's a curse.
It is.
I have Stafford too.
Like me and Ray are Boston sports fans. We measure things in championships, not personal accolades.
Got it.
Yeah, listen, MVP and Madden cover, those are curses, man. Those be the curses.
Yes. I've also got a ton of hats. So, like, the fact that I actually got this hat when they all know that I have a ton of hats and I probably shouldn't need any more hats. But I'm like,
No,
like
listen, that's like saying Jay's got enough sneakers.
Yeah,
never
I have to
have.
work with a guy who's a sneakerhead with Jordans, and it like I get it. Like, I'm not a sneaker person. I have work shoes, I have casuals, I have going out, and then I have my dress. That's it. That's all I need.
I
I'm not a
have
sneaker
I have boots. I've got dress boots. I got casual boots. I got work boots.
Love boots.
I'm a boot guy. I'm a boot guy.
So, I bought just before Hurricane Helene hit down here.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a pair of Skechers work boots, $100.
Mm-hmm.
I had to return them 2 days after I bought them.
Oh, Jesus.
Because one of the so it had one of the little loop clips
Yeah.
on the boot to go and hold the lace in, and as I was tightening them up, snap right off. So I returned them 2 days later. I got a brand new pair, and they were great for 3 months. And then I had a rip right at the sole.
Oh no!
So I have them for because I go and mow the lawn at the house because I'm meticulous with the lawn. I did not realize that I would be like this when I moved down here. Now
I had no idea that my OCD would take over when I moved down south as well.
Oh no, trust me. When I go on mow my friend CT, she just I sent her a snap of how the lawn looked before I mowed and after I mowed, and she's like, "Is that how it? Like, which one is normal?" I'm like the after shot. What are you doing to me? Don't you? I'm sending it before and she goes, "Well, I've never seen what it looks like before or after." I'm like, okay. The after is what it looks like when I'm done, and I'm out here for about 2 hours. Why are you out there for 2 hours? Because I'm going along with the edger, with the weed eater, with the lawnmower, with the blower to go and blow off stuff. I have a thatcher for the fall and spring to go and get the dead crap out of it. The thatcher also has an aerator on it, so in the spring when we go and fertilize and put new seed in, I can go and poke the holes in the ground, and I can get everything looking really, really good. Wow. My boss at my job went and told me about a weed killer and a grass emergent that is, that was a bad pick. That is going to help out with just making the grass look even greener. I'm like, wow, this was not a thing for me in Massachusetts. Why is it in South Carolina?
Because you have actual grass down there. Up here, we've got like
snow.
Grass. Well, I mean, yes, we have snow, but up here, our grass is like a mix between grass. It's like if grass and tar had a baby.
Yeah.
It's literally called grass fault.
So the beauty about up there is you could go and lay in the grass if you wanted. Down here, if you lay in the grass, it's at your own peril. You don't know what's in the grass. Could be spiders, could be fire. If it's fire ants, run. Just no. Light the grass on fire.
Yeah.
I have. They look at me. How are we going to get rid of the fire ants? My idea is still on the table. Your idea, because it's a little close to the sewer line, could blow up the neighborhood. Well, I mean, collateral damage. The fire ants are gone.
That's like saying that spiders. If fire doesn't kill spiders, no.
No, it does. There's a video game called Killing with Fire, and it's about killing spiders. It's actually a pretty. I got it as a birthday gift during COVID. A friend of mine got it for me, thinking, "Oh no, this would be kind of a fun game." I beat it within 6 hours because what the F else do you have to do during COVID?
I mean, yeah, that's true.
And she's like, "You beat that game already?" I'm like, "Yeah, this was a fun game to play. Give me more of these." She then gave me. She thought it was like $5. It was. I got to look at my Steam to go look at it. Give me a second.
Sometimes the cheaper games are the fun. They're the most fun.
Yeah, let me go and find it. It was about racing the Grim Reaper, and you were in
the Grim Reaper.
What a
story! What a story! The Grim Reaper.
Racing the Grim. Oh God, I can't remember the name of the damn game. What? So you are in like those rascals that olds go and use, and you're racing the Grim Reaper. And if you lose to the Grim Reaper, you die.
Sounds like a fun game.
It is a fun game. Why can I not find it? I have it.
So Ray, what do you want for Christmas?
Yeah, go answer that question from yourself while I try to find.
So I am one of the unfortunate ones. I was born 5 days before Christmas. So yeah. So
so you get it. Your wife gets just one big one.
No, not at all. But every year I give my wife every November is like, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Christmas?
Okay.
The only thing that I really had on the agenda was some clothes and a PlayStation Portal.
Nice.
And for my birthday, which was Saturday.
Happy birthday, lady.
Thank you. My lovely wife got me the PlayStation Portal in Onyx Black.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, because I don't like the white. I don't like the.
That's the portable one, right?
That is the portable one. It literally is like opening a portal to your PlayStation. I have taken it to work every day this week, and as long as my PlayStation is in rest mode on my lunch break, I am playing GTA or I am playing Ghosts of Yotei. It is truly amazing.
It's like what I was doing. I had my Switch. I had the Switch Lite at first, and I got the Switch from my dad. And all I would do while I was on break at work during COVID is I would go on Animal Crossing. And just go and build my island, or I would go and play Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Or I forget the Mario. Was it Galaxy or Odyssey for Super Mario Brothers? Odyssey. I would play that one. And then when I'm a big video game guy, as you can clearly go and tell from what I'm just talking about.
Well, good. Here.
I play the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. So I have Skyrim across pretty much every platform I have.
Yeah. But how many copies per platform do you have?
So the PC has 3 because I bought the original, then I bought the Legendary, then I bought the 10th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
The PlayStation had the Legendary when I had that, and the Switch has the Switch version. If Amazon Kindle had a version, I would buy it. Yep.
Who's Dora?
Fools Dora. I have a Skyrim Christmas sweater.
That's cool.
I didn't even know that. Cool. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, that I only wear it once during the Christmas. So I have a bunch of Christmas sweaters. I try to wear them at least once. Some are my favorites, and I wear them a lot. Like I'm currently grinding WWE 2K25 on PS5.
Oh yeah,
there you go,
haven't bought a WWE game since 24, I think. I'm starting to do with the WWE 2K games what I used to do with Madden, NHL, and MLB The Show that I loved playing as a kid. I'll go every couple of years because then you actually see some actual change
Yeah.
in the mechanics and the graphics.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the game is called Coffin Dodgers.
Oh, that's why.
Yes, the Coffin Dodgers.
Coffee.
It's so fun. But I love Skyrim. I love the Elder Scrolls. I love the Fallout series. But with the Skyrim stuff, it's like I would go and play Skyrim on the Switch, and it's like there's no mods to it, so you get Elder Scrolls physics. You sit down, boom, and then stuff flies completely off the table.
Yep.
It's like, what if I wanted that turkey?
No, tough. You shouldn't have sat down.
Oh, it's gone. I shouldn't have sat down then. Whoops. So lately I've been playing, it's been a mix between 4 games. Hogwarts Legacy, because that's just been such a fun game to play.
I'm playing that right now. It's awesome.
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
That's a
After
good
100%ing Spider-Man, the first PS4 one on Steam.
Nice.
The Sims 4, because I just love playing around with like life simulation games. And then my classic.
But you don't play Goat Simulator?
Ghost Simulator?
Goat Simulator?
Oh no! I play Goat. I have Goat Simulator somewhere in here. I have like 200 games on my Steam.
Wow.
Dude, I got
that
a
was
game
bad.
called Evil Bank Manager.
I don't even. That sounds like something Melody would download onto the Oculus and play.
Kind of want now that new Steam console is talking about.
The Steam box? Oh, man.
So on my Steam wish list is the Steam Deck,
Mhm.
which eventually I may go and get, but I think I'd rather go and get the box.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it'll number one, it'll be, I guess it's supposed to be less expensive than getting an Xbox or a PS5.
Mhm.
The other thing with it is I get to go and say, yeah, no, I'm playing with my box, and people will be very confused.
Oh, Steam box is awesome.
Ray knows why I said that the way I said that.
That's not where I thought you were going with it. I thought that you would say, because it's fully customizable. Like if I want to upgrade the GPU, I can, no, it's just because he wants to be able to tell people that he's playing with his box.
Right.
The Chaos Gremlin has apparently been activated.
Yeah, clearly.
And somebody waiting in the wings is kind of smirking a little bit, knowing exactly
There
what
he
he
is.
means by that.
There he is.
Surprise!
Surprise!
This is John. How are you, buddy?
It's funny. Kevin talks about playing with his boxes, and I show up.
Not that box. Ray just doesn't know what to do anymore.
We are off the rails.
I am so caught off guard, and I don't know why I'm caught off guard. I shouldn't be caught off guard. I have the most experience with the two of you. So why am I caught off guard?
Because this is the first time in how long I've been doing something like
Oh
this.
my God, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Gosh, do I miss it.
Mr. Blaine, Mr. David says, hello, sir.
Hello, David. Just figured I'd hop in here for a few minutes, kind of give a surprise visit on the holiday show as the, as the Jew.
Okay, he started it. I guess the movie theater was shut down.
I came.
I hope you cleaned up after yourself.
Oh yeah, Mr. Clean does help. Jay, you have to realize something. This is the first time myself, Ray, and Kevin have been on screen together in what, at least a year?
Oh god, yeah, about that.
It's been a while.
Oh shit.
Jay, it's funny, Jay, you're actually sitting here. This is basically the early days of Around the Ropes right here.
I could see.
All right. I think Kevin's back. I thought we lost him for a second.
So, Kevin, how's your box?
How's your box?
Marvelous and big. How's yours?
Nice and
That's what
Jewish.
she said.
The rabbi has arrived.
The rabbi has arrived.
If I were a rich man.
Hey, it can't be that bad. Where I work, they did Carolyn today. And
was it consensual?
no, yeah. Jack. And what am I going to tell you? They started playing Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel.
Dreidel.
Even though Hanukkah ended like a week ago.
I mean, listen, you got to get, I mean, it's the thought that counts.
I was trying so hard to sit there and not start laughing hysterically.
I think it would have been better if you did.
It'd be like, look, that ended last week, but thank you for the effort. Much appreciated.
But no, actually,
for effort and a gold star.
This Jewish Santa here
A
comes
gold star
bearing
of
with some
David.
big news.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry. I have from a really old South Park episode when they did the Christmas songs episode, and all I have in my head is to the Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel song is Kyle's dad going, Courtney Cox, I love you on that show with no socks.
I know I haven't been on screen much in the last couple of months.
Yep, and we know why.
Yep. But that doesn't mean I'm not working on stuff behind the scenes.
Oh, we never thought that.
You tell.
Are you telling us something? Are you opening up the ATR universe to something?
Do tell.
Well, I have to get graphics set up, but I'm just going to let you guys know right now. On our final show next week, when the four of us are on, there will be an announcement.
Talk about that New Year's Eve drop.
I wish we had an insert of Dixie Carter.
Yes, announcement next week. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is an announcement that...
So wait. You came on to announce the announcement for next week.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Also, I want to come in. Come in.
It wasn't in Carolyn, was it?
No, it wasn't in Carolyn. Oh God, no! That sounds.
Announcing the announcement for next week.
Well, because you always save the best. Because what's one thing they always teach us in pro wrestling? What does everybody remember?
The last thing.
The finish.
The finish. The last thing you see.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
And sometimes that's not what she wants to remember.
Hey, this is what we call the tease.
That's what she said.
Oh man.
God, do I miss this?
Yeah, I do too.
Oh shit. Oh God, I'm lightheaded.
That's what she said. I screwed up John's video.
You see, we lost John because you guys laughed until I lost him. Hey, John, you're sideways. Now you're straight.
Oh.
If we can sit there and say, I wish we could play the song, but unfortunately we can't. The song of Reunited and If He Is.
Oh God.
I am so glad.
Ah.
These are
So
good
John,
tears.
while they're good tears.
They're good tears.
While we have you on, we had talked earlier about the current state of.
He's there.
We had talked about the current state of WWE and whether we've got this kind of WWE contempt, and whether or not it was based on as Kevin said, the moments, not the storytelling, or if it's because of TKO pushing the moments for revenue.
Well, as far as which one do I think? I think it's
a combination of both.
I think it's a combination of both. When you look at the brass tacks of it, because I think it's weird because you can look at it from both sides of the aisle. TKO was pushing it because obviously they got to make up some money. Because last thing I heard, they're still in the hole quite a bit.
Yes.
But as far as is it WWE? I mean, okay, I'll ask you guys this question. Let's look at what just happened last month with Cena. With Cena's run now coming to an end. Now it's been a couple weeks. I'm going to go around the table here. Ray, sorry to kind of take over the show here for a second.
No, by all means, go right ahead.
Do you think that was, looking at it now, do you think that was done the right way? Was that moment done, do you think, because of WWE or because of TKO?
What, you mean the whole retirement? Like
the whole run and everything, with the heel turn to him winning the title.
Okay, so I want to say obviously the retirement part is obviously John's call, right?
Yeah.
So I would definitely put that on WWE. Now we kind of get the water gets a little bit muddy when we start to throw in like you're talking about the heavyweight title run, right? Not the IC.
Yeah, the heavyweight title. I look at it as
little technical difficulties.
Wasn't he just on here last week talking about how he upgraded the internet?
Yes, he did.
And how everything is so much better.
It was better.
He's got that
bar. We're having some technical difficulties. He was onto something.
He was starting to cook.
He was cooking, but now it looks like his internet's cooking.
His internet's cooked.
John, we're here. Where if you hear us. I don't know, man.
Yep.
I think WWE has a lot of making up to do if you're gonna get excited for the Royal Rumble in Saudi.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I'm not
not excited. Be honest, you're not excited.
Listen, for the Riyadh Rumble, I'm not as excited as I would be if it were stateside, right? First off, you have the giant time difference. Okay. Secondly, do we really think that the crowd is going to explode the way that it would, or I always bring back Edge's return right back in at Minute Maid Park. Do we think that reaction would be the same in Riyadh?
So I think they have that in mind because a rumor I had read a couple of months ago on Cage Side Seats had said about Royal Rumble Riyadh, where any of the surprises for the Royal Rumble are actually going to be on Raw and SmackDown the week prior, because they don't think the crowd is going to do the same thing that a typical crowd will go and do for that, which is a shame.
That is a shame.
They want to go and do. I'd gone and accepted it. They want to go and do stuff in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and what's the other one? Jeddah. They usually do Jeddah, Riyadh.
Yeah, Riyadh and Jeddah.
You want to go and do stuff in Saudi Arabia? Fine, whatever. They're paying you a boatload of money. Sure, fine. I have my morals too, but if you add enough zeros to it, what are morals? yeah, I mean, come on, who's gonna? If you seriously look at me and say, "Oh no, it doesn't matter how many zeros, I have moral code. I'm not going to go over to Saudi Arabia." Okay, fine, I'll take your zeros then. I'll go and bury my moral code for $1 million, for $5 million, for $10 million. Sure, sign me. Where do I sign on the check? Sign on the back, right? Okay, sign here. Here's my account routing information. Okay, thank you. So,
well, I mean,
I think
those are generation. We're talking generational wealth building amounts.
Yeah, and like coming from a country that just seems to have it
in spades.
Generational wealth with like the biggest G you can possibly make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it between them and I think Qatar or Qatar. I can never remember which pronunciation is the one you actually supposed to go with. Qatar. Okay, I've heard both, and I've heard both sides go and say it's this one, no, it's this one. So it's just like the one that hosted the last FIFA World Cup. Like they just seem to have like all this money and all this wealth, and like, oh, let's just go and throw our money around. Okay, yeah, sure, fine, do it, whatever. Okay, cool. So and the time difference apparently, from what I think I read last week, that they want to start it at 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah,
which would mean it's 10 p.m.
I was going to say, isn't that 10 o'clock over there?
They're 8 hours ahead. In terms of their time zone, so it's like, ooh, that's rough. And then especially like,
so you're gonna have them do a third shift pay-per-view.
Yeah, like it's weird. And then especially where is this the first Royal Rumble that they're doing 2 nights, or are they just doing one?
I think it's doing one.
I think it's just one.
It's just one. Yes.
So, because like, ooh, nice. Sorry, there was a hockey fight on my screen. That'll always get me, especially when it's Bruins Canadiens.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is it? It's not my Jets, right?
No.
Oh, all right.
Bruins Canadiens, just kind of like Red Sox Yankees.
Yeah.
So, no, I think Royal Rumble in Saudi, and then next year WrestleMania in Saudi. It's going to pose problems, not again for the morals, because enough zeros on whatever. It's going to be more about the timing stuff. It's why I've always been kind of leery about a WrestleMania in London as well, because they're 5 hours ahead. You know, like you kind of have to think about it and go, okay, they're 5 hours ahead, which means if you want to start it at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's starting at midnight over there. So you can't have that because people over there do have to go work. So you got to go and start at like 2 p.m, but it's like 2 p.m. on a Saturday, especially where I used to live. 2 p.m. on a Saturday in November. Okay, fine. We'll go and watch that. In the South, you want to tell these people 2 p.m. Saturday pay-per-view because it's in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia? I'm sorry, that's in the middle of Alabama, University of South Carolina football. Like, no, I'll catch the replay.
Right.
Or no, the Clemson Tigers are playing, or the Georgia Bulldogs, go Dogs, sick them. Like it's the South. College football runs this ish. So I think the timing of it is mainly the takeaway of it. I don't think it does it suck that the ladies kind of have to, be buttoned up? Yes, but it's a cultural thing, and whatever, you can deal with it for a night. Again, that ties into the zeros.
Again, yes, absolutely.
If I was Liv Morgan, you give me enough zeros, I'll go out there with the frickin' burqa on my head.
So can we honestly come in an agreement that this year's WrestleMania may be a disappointment?
I don't think WrestleMania will be the disappointment.
I think we're still a little too far off to say whether or not WrestleMania will be a disappointment.
Yeah, I think.
But I definitely think Royal Rumble is going to be.
Yeah, because it's going to be a different crowd than you typically would get.
I think they'll get their pop because they like to bring a lot of old people back. I think they'll get their pop with Jericho, and that's about it.
Yay, Jericho.
There's your moment. There's your moment. Well, Wilson's always talking about moments. There it is.
Now that's a moment. If Jericho comes back to the WWE, is it? I think it would be like a Cena. Have a year or two, and then ride off in the sunset.
I believe he said in a recent interview that he has no intentions of doing a farewell tour, or
Good.
he goes back. It's not
good for him.
No, that's good, because I think, for John Cena, the farewell tour is kind of like Mariano Rivera or the New York Yankees getting a farewell tour. He is the greatest closer of our lifetime and of all lifetimes in Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
he gets one. Mm-hmm. But I kind of look at Chris Jericho as a Derek Jeter. No, you don't get a farewell tour. Or a David Ortiz. No, you don't get a farewell tour. And I'm saying that about David Ortiz.
That kind of hurt a little bit. I'm just saying.
Note that.
Love him.
Tom Brady didn't get a farewell tour. He just retired and came back 20 minutes later, and then the next year retired again. He didn't get no farewell tour.
I think it was 2 years after that. Because he
again,
wanted...
time is a flat nothing to me. Put that on a t-shirt.
There you go. Anyway, I'm sorry. I can't get amped up for a Chris Jericho return. It's just,
yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Like Edge's return at that Royal Rumble was special because we know everything that he went through. We know we know why he wasn't on WWE TV. It wasn't because he was trying to start another promotion or helping solidify legitimize another promotion. It was literally because the man could have died if he took a bump the wrong way. Mm-hmm. With John Cena had done so much off WWE screens that when he came back, everybody was like, oh, cool, John's here. Awesome. And then he'd go, like, he did it in spurts and then finally came out with the next year's going to be my farewell tour.
Mm-hmm.
I have 16 dates. That's it.
He was like 50 something at the beginning of the year, or like 20 something at the beginning of the year, however much it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And like, I loved most of it. The heel turn was kind of one of those, like, why?
And it had so much potential to be so much more.
You hear him after the Royal Rumble press conference when he loses to Jey Uso, and you just go and hear him say, I'm declaring myself for the Elimination Chamber. And that's when I thought, oh, we're about to get a different Cena. He is hell bent on getting this championship, on getting 17. I remember talking to him. There was one night, this is back in 2018, and I can go and show the picture maybe next week if I remember to go and save the picture on my phone. 2018, I was going out to go and celebrate a friend's birthday. I was at the Grog in Newburyport, and I went downstairs talking with a brother who was up from New York, and he looks at the bar and he saw a couple people walk in and were dressed real nice, like nice suit vest, all that jazz. And he goes, oh, hey, Kev, look over there. That's John Cena. What? No, that ain't John Cena. No way. That ain't him. Turn around, you go and see the profile, you see the nose, and I go, holy yes, that's John Cena. So I mosey my way over. I start talking to him. Now, I had met him once before, and I, like I said earlier in the show, in this show, I know the family. I worked with his sister-in-law, so I looked at him and I just said, "No, I've been a big fan since you started." He goes, "Since I started?" I'm like, "Yeah, back in 2002." Like, "Yeah, I've been a big fan since then." Like, you ever gonna get 17? If you've been a big fan, never say never. Oh, somebody. Okay, hang on.
Looks like it is right there. Gotta get off.
Let me.
Hold on. Maybe this will help.
There we go. There it is.
Yeah.
No. I got it, Jay. I got it. So yeah, that is baby me. Without the white hairs and the beard now. So I was about to go and do that. So like I just was like, oh, this is so cool. Like he just went and looked at me and said, never say never. And sure enough, that was 2018. So if I do my math correctly, that 7 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 7
That is
years.
correct.
7 years later, he got 17. Now, I'm not saying that I was like, oh, I knew it would be 7 years later. It was just like, oh, yeah, no, I would love to go and see that happen. But you never know. At that point, he was definitely getting a footing in Hollywood. But I thought it would be a little bit better. Like, I thought number one, Travis Scott coming out like an a-hole to a song that I don't want to hear Fiend anymore. I hear it in NFL stadiums. I hear it in MLB. I hear it in anywhere else. Whenever I hear that Fiend, oh God, I want to go and like stick like red hot ice skewers in my eyeballs. And that's not where you should go and stick them when you don't want to hear something. That's how bad it is. You're disoriented enough that you're going, I want to go and gouge out my eyeballs so I don't hear anything. It's kind of the same as like when you're using the Google Maps or MapQuest or something, and you turn the radio down to see better. It's annoying. Yeah, I'm onto something with that, huh?
You are onto something with that one.
It's like a Wilson's Corner episode 2. I love it.
This has been Wilson's Corner episodes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And there's still a whole nother week to go.
I know, and like there was box talk. John started the Jew talk.
He did.
Just have to go and put that out there. He started it.
Our little star, David.
They're a little the gold star of David. Liam.
That one's for you, John.
Yep, that one's for him, who is probably still listening to the show.
Oh, of course he is.
Well, I hope, given what he said in the private chat, I hope he's listening.
Well, yeah.
Sure. Oh, we get it. You hate Travis Scott music, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Want to make your eyes fall down.
So like there was a point in my life I had like a rap music phase. I was listening to a lot of rap, but it was back in the early 2000s when it was like Fat Joe, Ja Rule, Busta Rhymes, Ludacris, Eminem, D12, 50 Cent, The Game. Who's the one that did Riding Dirty? Was that T.I. or Chamillionaire?
Chamillionaire.
Chamillionaire. What? No. Wait. I think Chamillionaire did Welcome to Atlanta, and T.I. did Riding Dirty.
Nope, you got that backwards.
I got it back. Okay, I got my strings crossed there. Okay. So like hearing some of the new age rap like Travis Scott or the Super Bowl halftime show from last year. Why do I forget his Kendrick Lamar? Thank you. I was about to say Lamar Jackson. Like, nope, that's a quarterback in the NFL. Like hearing Kendrick Lamar, as soon as I heard the opening beats to Not Like Us, it's like, oh, I know that one because I know about the beef.
Mm-hmm.
And then I still get a kick out of he just walks and looks in the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Say, Drake, I hear you like a young. I'm like, oh, that smile, the looking in the camera. It's like that's one of those. Oh, bitch, you gotta try me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Mother father, I am on another level with this show right now. But apart from that, and I knew the Mustard song because of the Mustard. Other than that, I really didn't know any of his songs. But I was still like, oh no, this is pretty good. This is pretty good stuff. Folks, this is one of those moments where I'm like, where was I going with this?
Well, I'll ask you a question.
This is a perfect Wilson's Corner moment right here.
Like, it really is. We should the crickets should be playing in the background right now.
Now, you said you didn't know a lot of Kendrick, a lot of songs, only Not Like Us, right? So I will say this
one and Mustard.
Okay.
I don't even think there's a name of the song.
Right.
No, TV off.
Right. So I asked you this. Are you even looking forward to Bad Bunny performing?
So I am the type of football fan where the NFL is guaranteed to have me watching because I'm there for the game. I'm not there for the halftime show. I never really have been there for the halftime show,
Right.
but I'll go watch. And knowing how Bad Bunny is as a performer, I'm probably going to come out of it entertained.
That's cool. A lot of people have a lot of disagreements, but it's cool you said
which
that.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Haters.
And we know the types of people. They're the people that sit in their trucks with their sunglasses on saying, these colors don't run. Well, they run away from you because you're kind of making them run away from you, pal.
Republicans. No.
So really quick, we got about 5 minutes left. NXT just closed out the show announcing that it's going to be Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints versus.
By the way, the personality is absolutely Ricky Starks.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And dare I say, it's much more reminiscent of Ricky Starks in the NWA when Power was a big thing than in AEW.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not a knock on Ricky Starks in AEW because I think he did really, really well with what he was given then. But NWA Ricky Starks was up
on a whole nother level.
And that's one I wish had more of a foothold in the pro wrestling landscape was Power. Because I remember during COVID sitting down at 6:05 on YouTube on Tuesdays to go watch because it's fun. Yeah. And then of course, I'm sorry, when you go and use Into the Fire from Dawkins, like you got my heart already. You know, I am one of those that is rocking with Dawkins. There's 5 of us.
So anyway,
continue.
Ricky Saints versus Javon Evans.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
we all know that they've kind of done Javon Evans pretty dirty. Like his time is now. You know, I mean, I was when Jay brought this argument up a few months ago. My whole thing is he's getting the airtime. They're giving him the airtime. Then he was on NXT and lost to Dark State. Then he was on TNA and lost another title match.
Wasn't that Leon Slater?
Huh?
Was it to Leon Slater?
We called Leon, but it was like a DQ finish.
Yeah.
Dark State.
Okay.
But there was like just 3. He was in 3 title matches in a row after the show had aired, where I was like, he's on TV. That I looked back at Jay and I was like, you know, we came on the show the next week and I was like, listen, I see it now. You know, like something's going on. Like they're doing him dirty. Do we think that he goes over Saints? I would like to see him go over Saints. I think him going over Saints, who was already solidified. He was solidified before he even came to NXT, right?
The fact that like he shows up in NXT and he's getting a major pop, yeah, he's good.
I mean, he showed up at Reality of Wrestling this past weekend.
I heard about that.
You know, so I think that if Javon Evans goes over Saints, I think that is, it's not a title win, but I mean, at that point, how can you not?
For me, it's difficult because the fact that last night we saw Javon Evans on Raw, and the way they're presenting him, they're saying he's like a free agent to both brands.
Oh, so, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he had a backstage segment with Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce is like buttering him up and stuff. And like, yeah, you know, after your match, you know, come to the back and we'll talk about your future. So it's like, for me, I feel like he does need the win. You know how I feel, Ray, about.
I know.
He always needs the win. So that's where I'm going to go. But then if it's like, okay, you give him the win, but you have Saints take the loss, and you know Saints is going to be there for a little longer, does that hurt him? Does that affect him? Does that push him back from Oba next? Where do we go? Where do we go there? We're not going to really do Oba and Saints right away, are we?
No, definitely not, because we're doing Oba and Slater.
So where would I, you know, I would do Saints and Oba Stand and Deliver WrestleMania weekend, but where do we go with Saints if he takes the loss? So I honestly don't know how this could play out. Could play out either or. I feel like if it plays Javon, Saints lose. If Saints win, then I feel like Javon loses. I feel like it's a tough call. I don't know. I would love Javon, but lately, from what I'm seeing from them,
I get you.
and you always said it yourself, Ray. And I'll throw this back to you. You always say he has the NXT championship at the moment because his name recognition.
Yeah.
So I don't know, guys. What do you think? I don't know. I would love Javon, but
Well, that's why I said if Javon goes over, like, I mean, how can you not give him a title at that point?
Hmm.
You know,
I was surprised when they said he was like a free agent for both brands. That threw me off completely.
I do think that it's weird that they plan on bringing Javon Evans up before Saints or before Femi,
right?
Or before Trick.
Or before JC Jane.
Yeah. I mean, all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
that's
I
not a
mean,
knock on Javon Evans. It's just there are a lot more people ahead of him, at the front of the line that have just the same amount of star power, of charisma.
There's also the part of, does he show something different? Does he have some type of it factor that the others don't have, or the others don't have as much as he does? You kind of follow what I mean with that?
Yeah.
No, I get
you.
it. I just feel like I don't think his if factor is so big, but it's getting there. And I think slowly it will become, because
I think because of how most wrestling fans are nowadays with, AEW and how the other things are, how they want to watch their pro wrestling. I think Javon Evans, with how he wrestles, that's going to resonate with certain fans. So that's probably going to spur a little bit of it.
With the kid.
Oh, he wrestles in the perfect TikTok attention span.
Oh yeah.
And you have 12 seconds. Entertain me, good sir.
And he will.
And he will, and he'll have like 5 seconds to spare.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would be upset if they bring him up so fast and he hasn't won any NXT titles whatsoever. That would really upset me. Like,
they did that with somebody. Who did they do that with?
Who? Yeah,
I'll tell you who they did it with.
But he was NXT champion.
I'll give you one name. One name that they did it with in NXT. They brought him up so fast that you never saw him ever again. But he's still employed. Apollo Crews.
Yeah,
that is definitely one.
And he had a lot of potential.
Yep. And he came up so fast that he got lost in the shuffle. They didn't know what to do with him. It was a shame too, because he was killing it.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say Sami Zayn, but it's like, no, he won the NXT title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Baron Corbin wasn't brought up too quickly. He was there for a couple of years at least.
Should have won the title down there too.
Yeah, but I don't think he won any title.
He is. So I'm just gonna go and say this here, folks. He was kind of like, I always liked him.
Oh yeah.
Like, I know that's not the most popular thing to go and say amongst the IWC, but F them. I've never liked them. But Baron Corbin to me was one of those like good hand type of wrestlers. Was he the most technical, like a Dolph Ziggler or AJ Styles? No, those two could go and have a 5-star match with a moist towelette. Baron Corbin might be able to have a 3-star match with a broom if the broom was leading. But Baron Corbin's able to go and make the broom believable.
So what do you feel like? Because I think I have an idea what.
And he had the end of days.
Oh, that was one of the most unique moves that I've seen. I said at the beginning of the show, or close to the beginning of the show, I don't know what time it was. It could have been 3 days ago. At the beginning of this show, I went and said that the simpler the finishing move, the better for me, because it's just sometimes a simpler finishing move like a stomp or the DDT, or I'm going to say it, not always been the biggest fan of him in his career. The jackhammer is a pretty simple finishing move. It's just
brainbuster.
It's a modified. So I would say a modified stalling suplex more than a brainbuster.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see.
Because he does go and bring him down in more of a power slam, like a general suplex would, or more of like a power slam.
Yeah.
So you know what? It's more of a stalling suplex power slam combo type of thing. Just because of the way that he goes and brings you down, the way Goldberg does it. So like the simpler the better for me. But Baron Corbin's End of Days is just a thing of beauty.
It really was.
It was one of those, like, it is so complex and you have to be so in tune to be able to go and do that. And every time he hit it, it was to perfection. And think
it was
they
so protected for so long.
I was about to bring that up. They wasted that. Like, yeah, I get it. It was Drew McIntyre. But you know what? They wasted Drew McIntyre after he went kicked out of that.
Yeah.
And they're just catching up with him. I think Drew McIntyre is good as a face, but he's better as a heel. And I think he's better as the heel he is right now. That whole, like, look, I'm going to be a bit bitchy about what I have to go and say, but I'm also going to kick your ever-loving snot out of you.
Yeah.
He needs to be a mix of bitchy and Scottish psychopath, and Drew McIntyre will be a generational heel.
So, Wilson, I'll ask you this. Sorry, but I'll ask you this, Wilson. I have a feeling that I think Baron Corbin downfall happened in NXT. Where do you think the downfall for Baron Corbin really started?
I mean, the downfall was probably Constable Corbin and the dog food with Roman Reigns. Okay. I think that it was basically around that time when, like, he was because number one, I hated that he kind of got bullied into being a t-shirt guy. It's like, who cares if his belly button like looks a certain way? Like, why are we so focused on what his belly button looks like?
Right.
Like, have you gone? What would these IWC dumbasses go in and do to a guy like Dusty Rhodes or George the Animal Steel?
My thing also was, you're talking about somebody who was a 400+ pound NFL lineman. There's going to be
loose skin.
Funny, I was going to say funny skin, but yeah, there's going to be loose skin when you go from 400 to what was he at, like 226 or something like that?
230 or something like that. I can't remember what, but like that's the thing that happens with it. Like, NFL players, when they retire, they either deflate or inflate. I mean, no offense to him. Look at Phillip Rivers. He inflated. But you look at a guy like Alex Thomas of the Cleveland Browns, he deflated. Or Vince Wilfork of the Patriots and the Texans, he deflated.
Yeah. Or that the lineman that's on the NFL Network on or Prime on Thursday Night Football.
Oh, Whitworth.
Whitworth, yeah.
Jason Whitworth. Yeah, he deflated.
Big time.
But that's the thing with linemen, especially with linemen. They deflate. The other players, they kind of inflate a little bit.
Right. They don't have to eat 35,000 calories a day anymore.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, the supplements that are totally legal.
All the time.
You know, like the HGH that's delivered to your wife for fertility issues and the deer antler spray that we still haven't gotten a reason why that was sent there. You know, or, you know, how a certain greatest quarterback of all time, you know, credited everything to drinking a slap ton of water and, you know, not eating ice cream and tomatoes. But I'm pretty sure there were some secret things being sent to him by that snake oil salesman, Alex Guerrero. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that name out loud.
It was the essence of avocado. What are you talking about?
Avocados from Mexico, right?
Yes.
Sorry,
but
whenever I don't hear somebody, whenever I see because someone says avocados, I think of that damn commercial. It's like avocados from Mexico.
Avocado.
We went a little long.
We did. That's all right.
I'll just say this. I just think his downfall really happened with the booking of NXT because if you remember, his entrance was so awesome. He was on one side, it goes dark. He was on the other side, goes dark, then in the middle. And then my problem was that he had a lot of so many squash matches that I feel like that crowd, that specific crowd that goes there every week, just kind of got tired of it. They started booing him, and I didn't think they know how to react to it because it's not what we was expecting, especially from him.
He definitely, because he wasn't, that was a crowd that was definitely, if you were an indie darling, if you were Tyler Black, we're gonna love you because you proved yourself on the indies. But if you were an NFL guy like a Roman Reigns or a Baron Corbin, and you came over here because you liked it or you loved it enough or you were in the business, we're not going to like you as much because it's kind of like that air of superiority you sometimes get from, people living in a certain part of town. We're like, I live
No,
in
it's
this
the air of
neighborhood.
superiority you get from anime fans when you tell them that you're a fan of the dub instead of the sub.
Yep. Or like, the Star Wars fans that, I enjoyed the sequel and the prequel movies. And what do you mean you enjoyed those movies? Those were the worst. What do you mean the sand, it hurts? And the Last Jedi, it blah, 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 blah. Oh, shut the bleep up, God, you babies. Babies.
Gatekeeping and
just as big of babies as stop talking about the easy Patriot schedule. Babies.
So they're just over recruitment and just get a bunch of athletes and see what the hell they could do, huh? It's cheaper, better.
Oh, like, I mean, with the women's wrestlers for a long time, it was, hey, you're a model. We're going to make you a wrestler now. Then it turned into, hey, you're an athlete. Now it seems to be more of a mix, like Maxine Dupree. She knows how to wrestle. She knows how to do it. But let me tell you, she's definitely got the looks. And watching her promo the other night and what she said to Becky, oh, perfect. I love that segment. I loved it.
Listen,
did you hear what he said, Jay?
I'm going to respond to that.
Did you hear what he said?
I'm going to let her respond because I heard him earlier today go and say Maxine.
If Quentin Tarantino wrote me a monologue just like Maxine Dupree, I would win an Oscar too, like Brad Pitt, all right? That was so scripted, what she just said. Completely scripted.
The whole thing is scripted. You just have to go and make it believable.
Scripted now.
I don't want to hear
Samoa Joe had scripted promos, but let me tell you, Samoa Joe's line to Brock, hey, you look at me when I'm talking to you, or we're going to have a problem. If that was scripted, that was a hell of a way to go and make that scripted look like it was real.
Exactly. If Quentin Tarantino wrote it, I could deliver it just like her, and I could be famous too. But that doesn't mean she's a great wrestler or a good wrestler. Please.
I might have just accidentally proven his point.
I can't watch her in her unbelievable ankle lock and actually believe that the other.
Okay, listen, I will tell you the ankle lock doesn't work. The ankle lock needs work.
Yes,
she needs to make that.
It's more of like it's more of like a toe hold.
She needs work. So,
that's it. I think it's also the fact that she started as like a manager,
a valet.
She started as a valet, so it's not going to look believable. If she had like Chad Gable and Kurt Angle had that experience, or Ken Shamrock, they had experience in the real stuff, in the real-ish, then yeah, applying the ankle lock for Kurt Angle, he's going to make it look real, but you know that he could absolutely shatter that ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Shamrock will probably bully that ankle into submission.
She never started in NXT. She was always main roster.
She was always a valet.
Yeah, I think she's recently in the last year and a half has been doing the wrestling part of it. She's always been more of a valet manager.
Yeah. Even in NXT she was a valet because she had the maximum male model. She had
so she was in NXT.
Yeah, she had Mansoor and
Dio.
Who's the other one? Who was it?
Dio, I can't remember.
MXM, whatever the hell.
It was Mace. It was Mace from Retribution.
Mace from. I can't remember his name when he was the Max.
It's that guy that they were like. Don't you guys remember? For a few years, they were like, whatever they were in Saudi. They're like, oh, this guy never lost in a Saudi match.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't really watch a lot of them.
So,
but I just feel like my problem with it is, Wilson, like I told Ray, is like if you're holding or trying to build a prestige title like the IC, I wouldn't give her that as the first title. I would give her the tag team titles, but I wouldn't give her the IC, which is supposed to be this next tier or it's supposed to mean something to Maxine Dupree when you guys say she just need a little work. And I'm gonna say this, Wilson, I'll give you credit. She delivered it. Yes, I will give you 1,000%. Yeah, it was good. How did she deliver it? But I definitely know deep down that was not all her. It was, you could tell the way she spoke. I get it. She was trying to get that pop reaction. Totally get it. But I truly feel that we're possibly sleeping on somebody that probably is the best heel this year, and I'm going to say Becky Lynch. If I had to name
anybody's sleeping on her.
No,
they're sleeping. They're sleeping. There's some people sleeping. Some people will say somebody else, you know. But I think Becky's doing a hell of a great work on the mic this year. Like, it's on another.
Well,
level.
I mean, when does she not? I since she debuted, and even when I was watching her in NXT, she's always been rock steady on the microphone.
I used to love her in NXT, but you know what was my problem? Is like, why is she such like a second person to Sasha? Like, oh, stop carrying Sasha's bag. Stop doing this. Stop doing that.
So I'm glad you brought up.
Oh man,
now known as Mercedes Moné, but formerly known as Sasha Banks.
Money.
Of those, the money. Of the four horsewomen, Becky, Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte. Of those four, when it came to wrestling ability, Charlotte was, to quote Dave LaGreca, busted open, head and shoulders number one.
Okay.
Becky was 2 to me. Sasha was 3. Bayley was 4. And those two through four were interchangeable and also very tightly close. Like it was a 1 and then 2, 3, 4. Like they were very tight. When it came to talking ability, Becky, head and shoulders. Charlotte was 4 and was head and shoulders down at the bottom. And then Sasha and Bayley were kind of that like interchangeable. Like sometimes Bayley was 2, sometimes Sasha was 2. At least my opinion, of course. Gotcha. You guys are gonna go in different from it.
I had Bayley at 2 as wrestling wise. Like I always thought she was good, and she always captured me every time she came out. Like I was like,
that's why I went and said, like, you know, it's
it was tight. I get it,
and they've all been.
I always thought that she was like
Charlotte
a little out of that,
clearly above the 3 of them.
I felt like she was a little out of that tight group, though, like Bayley for me.
Now Bayley, in terms of character work, is rivaling Becky Lynch, especially with what she's doing right now. Like I saw the clip of Lyra smacking the crap out of Bayley, and then all of a sudden Bayley snaps into another one, and it's like, look, I would love if I could do like a segment with them backstage, like, hey, look, Bayley, game recognized game, okay? But here's the fun fact: I don't need to be slapped silly to go get there. It just happens,
right? Would
as evidenced by tonight's episode.
Would you guys look? You guys watch Raw all the time. Would you guys say that WWE kind of like forgot about that gimmick that they put on her for at least a week or two, and then they just kind of brought it back up? I felt like there was a week or so, like they totally like skipped it, and now they just kind of slowly bring it right back.
Well, it's kind of like they were like, "Oh shit, that's right. She's supposed to zone out and freak out."
Yeah. She's supposed to kind of have like a different person. You know, like she's supposed to have like a Yeleb type personality to the Bayley.
Right.
Yeah. I just felt like there was a week or two, like they just never. It was just a match. It was like that's it.
No,
you two should be much more impressed than you were about the fact that I just went and said Bayley's name backwards that quickly without having to think too hard. You should be much more impressed.
You did, didn't you?
And I've had 2 Wild Turkey 101s. And I haven't had 2 Wild Turkey 101s in months because I've kind of stopped drinking a lot.
Nothing wrong with it.
35. It's kind of hurts now.
Such a baby. little boy. Little boy.
The hangovers have been hurting since I was 30.
Wow. I can't even recall the last time I had bad hangover. I try to avoid
I generally, no matter how much I drink, I generally don't have a hangover because I always do Motrin and some Gatorade before bed.
Yeah, see, the last time that I had a really bad hangover, I was 31. I was a couple of months away from moving down to South Carolina. It was a Thursday night, and I had one too many glasses of whiskey. And the next morning, I woke up at 5:35 and was able to roll my ass into work at 6 a.m. And then my friend CT sees me. She puts her head on my shoulder going, I am so hungover right now. I'm like, I am too. She's like, why are you here? I'm like, because who else is going to go and do my job? Why are you here? She goes, because the same. Who else is going to do what I do? And I went, yeah, see, 2 peas in a pod. Thankfully, it's Friday. Fridays are supposed to be easy. She goes, oh,
Listen,
why
I
did
can
you
deal
jinx
with
us?
anything as long as it's on a Friday.
Well, she looked at me and goes, why did you jinx us? At the end of the day, when I had an easy Friday, I went and texted her, so has your Friday been easy? She goes, yeah, surprisingly it has. I'm kind of concerned that my Friday night's not going to be too good.
Nah, whatever. Friday day is fine.
I just went and said, look, your Friday was good.
There you
Friday
go.
night can be whatever the F.
Right? All right, fellas. It is December 23rd. We have gone 21
Yeah.
minutes over our normal time.
Woohoo.
Technically
Final-
27 because we started late.
John, you never came back. Never came back, John.
Final thoughts
Rude.
going into the holiday. Kevin.
Yeah.
Final thoughts going into the holiday. Well, I hope everybody has a happy and safe Christmas if you celebrate. If you celebrate other holidays, I will say Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. That's a combination of all the holidays. If you celebrated Hanukkah, then I hope it was successful. I hope it was happy and healthy. For my friends, if they are listening to this right now, I hope you guys have a happy and safe Christmas. I hope that you find the happiness that you, for all the friends that I have, that y'all deserve all the happiness that you can get in this life, especially in this cold and cruel world. So I hope you're good to your families. I hope you're good to yourselves. And as the bracelet that I go and wear every day goes and says, remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Philippians 4:13. Just remember that, guys. This isn't like, this whole like get on a soapbox grandstand for religion and all that stuff. Because you can go and make that all that you want it to be, that you can go and make that be like about the strength to get through depression, the strength to get through anxiety. The holidays can be tough, whether you've lost a loved one to cancer or just death in general, or you're going through a breakup, or you're going through major life changes, having to move away from where you currently live, move back home when you didn't anticipate having to do that. The holidays can be very difficult, but just remember that you're loved, and through whatever it is that you deem to be your Jesus Christ, whether it is him himself or if it's something else, that you have the strength and you have the love and you have the ability to continue through everything that is hard and cold and unjust. You have the strength to go and do it. And I really hope that everybody takes that message and kind of it helps them out.
Absolutely.
I'm done with my soapbox now.
Jay, final thoughts.
How in the hell I'm gonna follow something up like that? Like, Are you kidding me right now? Is this what's really happening? But here it goes. Here goes on nothing. Guys,
Look, sorry to cut you off real quick. But look, I mean,
I love it. I love it.
Like 40 minutes ago, I was talking about playing with the box, and now all of a sudden I'm talking about strength and
I'm gonna say that was really heartwarming. I actually really felt that. No jokes, no nothing. But it is really hard to follow up with that. That is no jokes aside. But I am going to try to follow up the best I can. I am going to tell everybody that's watching us, if in case you missed us, you can catch us on I-86 Network. You can catch us at the all-new ATR Network, because that's where we are every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, guys. Hit like, subscribe. You already know what it is. Everybody that's watching, I hope you have a happy holidays. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I hope you get what you always deserve. You know what it is. You know my name, you know Ray, you know Kevin, and I just want to say, guys, I only been here for about 2 months or so, maybe going on 3, and I gotta say, Wilson's Corner, episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can watch playback on the I-86 Owl New ATR Network. He is back, folks, and he will be back next week for the award show because he has a lot to say. You already heard him talk about how Maxine is a good wrestler. Jesus Christ, I can't believe he said that. But you already heard him talk about Baron Corbin. You do not want to miss what he's going to give to the awards to you know who. And you know my Ray from Boston. You already know what he does. He's already looking lit. I love it. I love it, guys. I cannot wait till next week. And I just want to truly say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys having me on for the Around the Ropes radio show. I started as a fan watching. I started writing to you guys. Ray knows this. John knows this. And I truly appreciate it. Wilson, I know this is our first episode, but you are a good person, especially with what you say. Really hard to come through, but I truly feel that. I love it, guys. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Ray, finish it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at the Around the Ropes radio show, where you can find us every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Please follow us on all of our social media apps, so you can hear us on Odyssey, Apple Play, Spotify, all of your streaming services. And I can't follow up anything that Kevin and Jay said other than, listen, the holidays can be tough for everyone. Always remember that there is somebody out there that loves you. The world is a better place with you in it. If you celebrate the holidays, please, by all means, enjoy the hell out of yourself. If you don't celebrate the holidays, please take this time to enjoy the hell out of yourself. This is the Around the Ropes radio show. Join us next week for our year-end award show. We're out!
Merry Christmas!